A place of learning is to be judged by the atmosphere it provides. A place of learning is to be judged by the facilities it invests in. A place of learning is to be judged by the quality of students who study there. A place of learning is to be judged by the sincerity of those who teach there. A place of learning is to be judged by how it gears you to take on the challenge. A place of learning is to be judged by the atmosphere it provides. A place of learning is to be judged by the facilities it invests in. A place of learning is to be judged by the quality of students who study there. A place of learning is to be judged by the sincerity of those who teach there. A place of learning is to be judged by how it gears you to take on the challenges of the future. But more importantly, a place of learning is to be judged by the efforts it takes to make you a complete human being. Vidyaya Amritam Ashnute, knowledge is nectar, is the motto that defines the thirst for knowledge at BNM Institute of Technology, Bangalore, one of the pioneer institutes in technology and management established with a mission to provide engineering and management education that meets the needs of human resources with leadership qualities, team spirit, and concern for environment.
Engineering is trying to overcome the impossibilities, to reach for the unknown.
Engineering is innovativeness, creativity, and courage to stand by one's convictions and to see it through.
If engineering is a passion, come and experience your passion getting fulfilled at BNM Institute of Technology. For remember, it is in the moment of a decision that the shape of your destiny matters.
Friends, good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to say this auditorium is beautiful. Okay. Friends, I am indeed delighted and interact with the students of BNM Institute of Technology, Bangalore. I am very happy to know that the BNM Institute of Technology has a mission to act a liaison between the industry and student in order to fulfill the ambition of the students in getting the right job, at the same time provide the industry the much needed fresh talent for growth. My greetings to the management, faculty and students.
BNMIT stands today as the cornerstone for engineering and management education with approval through AICTE New Delhi, affiliated to Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belgaum, and NAC A-grade accreditation.
The professors and their quality of teaching here in BNMIT is of top notch. Microsoft is everybody's dream company, and I got my first offer here via the campus placements. Also, there is great potential for extracurricular activities in BNMIT so that the students can discover their full potential.
The Training and Placement Department is set up with a vision to groom students, achieve their career objectives through systematic training, and enable them to secure jobs through campus placements. At BNMIT, almost all students are placed in top companies, many with more than one offer at hand.
BNM is a place where education is for life more than being for livelihood. The students are much sought after by the companies for their value addition and also working beyond the academics. The girl students are in majority as a unique feature of this institution, and which says a lot about the quality and also the discipline maintained and the care that is taken for the well-being of the student. I heartily welcome you into the folds of the portals of BNM Institute of Technology.
BNM Institute of Technology is ranked in the top 10 technical institutions in VTU and also in Karnataka.
We are offering 6 courses in undergraduate, 3 courses in postgraduate, and we have got research centers in different branches including science and MBA.
I am very happy to share that our students have made our name big by securing gold medals and ranks in VTU examinations.
As an entrepreneur, BNMIT has helped me develop and accelerate my well-rounded personality through its core ideology, Vidyaya Amritam Ashnute. The takeaways from BNMIT are in my everyday life of both professional and personal in nature.
BNMIT today is known as one of the best institutions even in the research also. Though it started as a teaching institute, but today I think BNMIT has got more emphasis on research. And just to justify this, the recent survey being conducted by MHRD, that is by the Innovation Council of India, has rated this institution at 5-star. And also they have put us in the rank of 26 to 50, and which is a remarkable progress and also achievement. And we are able to attract to the tune of 3 to 3.5 crores for the research and development activities, which is a remarkable progress, and then the BNMIT is proud of. And as a result of all these activities, we are able to see that most of our faculty members are able to complete their PhD program with us. And as of now, around 60% of our faculty, they are with PhD qualification, and the remaining faculty members are pursuing their doctorate. Maybe in another year or 2 years, we'll see that almost all the faculty members are with PhD qualification. So with that, it is going to be 100%.
With the relentless effort of dedicated faculty and committed management, BNMIT has been rated as one of the top 200 institutions in the entire India. Now being granted autonomous status, we have the greater flexibility to devise and revise our own curriculum to meet the needs of the industry, which will definitely reduce the gap between industry and academia. With autonomy, we will also have the flexibility to reduce the burden on students.
BNM Friends of Nature Club is stepping into its 26th year. The club provides added value to students' development, brings awareness and inculcates concern for the environment. BNMIT has always been among the top 5 colleges in the VTU Youth Festival ever since 2005, and has also secured the first position in 2010, 2018 and 2023. Readying students for the ever-changing career achievements while also helping them retain their cultural values is the unique feature of the institute.
I feel BNMIT will stand apart as one of the innovative centers for effective technical education and ensures that the student here will carry the legacy of India when they reach shores of other countries.
BNMIT is continuing to provide state-of-art facilities with great faculty and is contributing to the society by producing some of India's finest graduates.
Dreams are encouraged at BNM Institute with zest and coupled with meticulous efforts to translate them into reality.
BNM Institute of Technology is our platform to attempt new things, to experiment, to fine-tune and to bring our imagination into reality. I love creating new things, and BNMIT gives me ample exposure to do the same in laboratories and research centers.
BNMIT has ergonomically designed and fully equipped labs, aiding the students apply their learning and understand the concepts in a practical, better way. Energizing environment is maintained.
A very good morning to all the distinguished dignitaries, respected resource persons, esteemed delegates, faculty members, industry professionals, and dear participants. It is my privilege and honor to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this one-day management development program, HR Beyond Compliance, Understanding Labor Codes 2.0 for Future-Ready HR Education, and day 1 of the 5-day faculty development program, Reimagining HR Education, Labor Code, Analytics, and Experiential Learning. The world of work is undergoing unprecedented transformation. Emerging employment models, technological advancements, changing workforce expectations, and evolving labor regulations are reshaping the role of human resource management. Today, HR is no longer confined to ensuring statutory compliance, but it is expected to drive organizational resilience, foster ethical workforce governance, and contribute strategically to sustainable business success. Today's MDP has been thoughtfully designed around 3 critical dimensions: Understanding the Labour Codes 2.0, Workforce Governance and Compliance, and the Future of Work and Emerging Employment Models, culminating in a broader understanding of the HR strategy beyond compliance. Together, these themes will help us explore how HR professionals and educators can move beyond interpreting regulations to creating workplaces that are agile, inclusive, compliant, and future-ready. For our industry delegates participating in today's MDP, this program offers a great opportunity to gain practical insights into the changing regulatory and workforce landscape. The 5-day faculty development program is designed to empower HR faculty, academicians, and researchers with contemporary insights, innovative pedagogies, and practical tools to be able to reimagine education in the domain of HR. Through expert-led sessions and experiential learning activities, participants shall gain actionable strategies to bridge the gap between academia and industry while preparing students for the future of work. Established in 2001 in Bengaluru, BNM Institute of Technology is an autonomous NAC A-grade and NBA accredited institution offering undergraduate programs in computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, mechanical engineering, information science and engineering, and artificial intelligence and machine learning alongside MTech, MBA, and PhD. Its green campus features advanced digital classrooms, industry-partnered centers of excellence, and a 1,000-seater auditorium. Recognized with a QS1 gauge gold rating and an ARIIA ranking in the 2650 band, BNMIT uses a project-based learning model that helps its career and professional development cell place 95% of the eligible students across more than 150 top companies annually. Established in 2006, the Department of Business Administration at BNM Institute of Technology offers an autonomous 2-year MBA program with an intake of 180 students across specialized tracks like banking and finance, digital strategy, business analytics, human capital, and supply chain management. The curriculum emphasizes experiential learning through live projects, business simulations, and outbound programs backed by modern digital infrastructure. With global university partnerships in Singapore, Belarus, and the US, alongside industry collaborations with leaders like KPMG, NSC, and Grant Thornton, the department delivers industry certifications, international exposure, and value-driven training to develop ethical and career-ready business leaders. The department also works with the National Human Resource Welfare Association and National Human Resource Development Network to strengthen student industry engagement and faculty development. Today's management development program and faculty development program are a natural extension of these collaborative efforts, reflecting our continued commitment to creating meaningful platforms where academia and industry can come together to exchange knowledge, discuss emerging challenges, and develop future-ready HR professionals and educators. I would now like to welcome our distinguished guests for the day. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Nagan Gowda, SJ, Strategic HR and People Leader, Honorary Secretary, National Human Resource Development Network, Bangalore Chapter. I would welcome Mr. Priyank HS, Head of Employee Relations at Carl Zeiss India Bangalore Private Limited. I'd also like to welcome Mr. Santosh Rao, Vice President Human Resources at Toyota Industries Engine India Private Limited in his absentia. I welcome Mr. Madhukar Bhatt, Chief Human Resources Officer at Sansera Engineering Limited. I am honored to welcome Shri Narayan Rao Mane, Chairman, Governing Body, BNMIT, Secretary, BNMEI Trustee, BNM Charities, in his absentia. I would also like to welcome Professor T.J. Ramamurthy, Director, BNMIT, in his absentia. I would also like to welcome Dr. S.Y. Kulkarni, Additional Director and Principal, BNMIT, in his absentia. I extend a very warm welcome to Professor Ishwar N. Mane, Dean, BNMIT, and Trustee, BNM Charities. I would also like to welcome Dr. Krishnamurthy GN, Deputy Director, BNMIT, in his absentia. I would like to welcome Srimati Vaishnavi Mane Ma'am, Head of Media, BNMIT. I would also like to welcome Dr. N. Mukund Sharma, Head of Department, Business Administration, BNMIT. I also welcome the members of the organizing committee, faculty members of MBA department, BNMIT, and all the participants with us today. Before we move on, I would request Professor Ishwar Mane to address the gathering. With over 16 years of work experience, Professor Ishwar Mane is a passionate and a visionary leader in the field of business and technical education. As the Dean of BNM Institute of Technology, he oversees the academic and administrative affairs of the institute and enables foster a culture of excellence, innovation, and collaboration among faculty, staff, and students. He also leads the development and implementation of the institute's strategic vision, mission, and goals, aligned with global and local needs of the business community and society. His core competencies include pedagogy, curriculum design, quality assurance, research, and stakeholder engagement. An MS in Computer Science from New Jersey Institute of Technology, before joining BNMIT in 2010, he worked with First American India and Mass Mutual, where he enabled various projects and initiatives with his analytical, problem-solving, and communication skills. He is committed to advancing the field of business education and creating a positive impact through teaching, research, and service. I welcome you, sir.
Namaste. A very wonderful morning here at BNMIT. It's good to see industry and students coming back to the campus because learning never ends. And this is one such beautiful example called MDP where we continuously keep learning and upgrading ourselves. Thank you very much for being present today. We are very excited to have you at our campus. Thank you, Nagan Gowda sir, for orchestrating this. Thank you, Indushekhar sir, for your wonderful gesture and support. Thank you, department, for organizing this event. We wish to see more such industry-led programs here in our college because this assures that learning never ends, learning never stops, and we are always a student for life. So, welcome once again. This MDP was carefully thought out thanks to our industry partners, and we also have a wonderful program now called Professor of Practice. So where what that means is the AICTE, which is the ruling technical education regulatory body of the country, permits industry experienced professionals to come back as teachers, professors, to campuses. And we have wonderful set of POPs in our department right now. And going forward, I would encourage anyone wants to partner with the education institution, kindly come forward, and we are actively looking to engage them in inducting them into our campuses. This brings a lot of freshness, relevancy to the education that we are imparting here. This gives the students the real world exposure that is much needed in academic institutions, which is the only thing I feel is lacking today when it comes to all-round development of the student community. So this is one such program where once we have industry professionals amongst our midst, we understand each other better. We want to forge partnerships with you people, collaborate with you so that we both develop at the same time. You upgrade your skills and you give back to the society through sharing your experiences with our students. So that brings the students the exposure, the kind of real world use cases, I would say, so that students are much or better equipped facing the real world once they graduate from the portals of our college. So this MDP, I'm sure, will also help you to upskill yourself, to understand what are the industry trends, especially the labor codes, which are undergoing a lot of reforms. And I think that change is the only constant, as they say. Constant upgradation and upskilling is very important in today's world, especially when things are changing so rapidly. Let me give an example, right? What we plan to have as a curriculum, we have to change it within 1 year, right? Because the industry has already moved ahead. That is the rate of change. So we are always playing, catch up to the industry, the academic institutions, and we are trying our best to, upskill our students as well. But right now, as you see, in the last 5 years, the rate of change has been enormous, and it is kind of affecting, the curriculum design, the pedagogy as well. So this is where I really want to partner with industry folks so that you bring in the relevancy to the curriculum that we impart today. So therefore, without taking much ado, we're very happy to have you here, and we wish to conduct more such programs in the future, and we also wish you partner with us in any possible way going forward. If you have something to give back to society, or if you have that mentorship, we also have mentorship program where we have corporate mentors for our students. They come about once a month, and they profile the students. They kind of give some inputs, some tips, so that they polish the loose ends, and they tie the loose ends, and really help the students to focus better. The approach, the confidence is better among the students when we see them getting mentored by these corporate mentors. So there are a lot of opportunities, I would say, today for you to partner with educational institutions. As I said, POP, corporate mentor, guest lectures, internships, right? So we also want to have like a win-win kind of a situation where you also learn and we also benefit by your presence on campus. So this way we build the synergy to have a better ecosystem so that our students and yourself both benefit a lot from this partnership or collaboration. So looking forward for more such events, and thank you very much for being part of this program. I wish the program great success, and may you learn a lot while you move out from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the inspiring inaugural address. Your reflections on the significance of continuous learning, academic excellence, and industry engagement have set a meaningful tone for today's program. Thank you for your valuable words. I'd now like to welcome Dr. Nagan Gowda to address us on the NHRD vision for industry-academia partnership. Dr. Nagan Gowda is a strategic HR and people leader with over 2 decades of experience in building high-performing, future-ready organizations by aligning talent, culture, and business strategy to drive sustainable growth and transformation. His leadership philosophy is simple: organizations grow when people grow, and people grow when leadership creates purpose, trust, and opportunity. Across his journey, he has worked closely with business leaders, technology organizations, and industry ecosystems to design and implement people strategies and enable business scale, leadership development, and organizational transformation. His core expertise includes people strategy leadership, HR transformation and organizational development, global capacity creation and technology HR ecosystems, talent strategy and leadership development, culture and employee experience transformation, future of work and skill strategy, industry, academia, government collaboration, and human-centered leadership and workforce innovation. He strongly believes that the future of HR is not administrative. It is strategic, data-driven, and deeply human. Beyond corporate leadership, he actively contributes to the HR and leadership ecosystem through industry forums, mentoring, thought leadership, and collaboration within academia and government bodies to build future-ready talent and human-centered workplaces in India. His mission is to help organizations create workplaces where performance, innovation, and human values can coexist to build resilient and sustainable enterprises. I welcome you, sir.
Namaskara. Good morning. You all are okay, right? Saturday early morning, coming to Banashankari, long drive. In industry people, you get one weekend, and we have troubled you. First of all, apologies of stealing your Saturday. But I think it's for a good cause, right? Yeah. Yes. Stealing to skill. Huh? That's a good one. First of all, I'm very happy to be in my second home, BNMIT. Dr. Mane, Dr. Neeta, Dr. Santosh, the Honorable HOD, and Indu Shekhar, my dear friend Bhatt, young dynamic lawyer Priyank, and a friend for last 20 years landed up in my home today, Manjunath, Vaishnavi ma'am, and there's so many familiar faces. I don't know what to say. I don't want to stand between you and your learning expertise and experience for the day. We chose some specialists to be with you today. We chose all strong IR people, Mr. Bhatt and Priyank. I don't think we will find anybody better than these two people. We also have Santosh Rao joining us after lunch from Toyota. When we talked about labor code and all that, how many of you know NHRD here? How many are NHRD members? I urge all of you to become members of NHRD. I'm using this platform to market NHRD, right? And when people say NHRD, what is NHRD? Why NHRD? We are India's largest HR professionals body with about 30,000 people and about 60 chapters nationally. And Bangalore chapter is the most progressive chapter in the country. Successively, including 25-26, we got the best chapter award. And we are very happy to contribute to the cause of building stronger, vibrant HR community. I believe when HR grows, organizations grow. When organizations grow, nations grow. I think so HR plays a very vital role in shaping the future of society, communities, organizations, and the country at large. When the world is all talking about AI, I don't know, it has become a verbal diarrhea in my view. Sorry to say, but I think the time has come to talk about human intelligence. Time has come to talk about civil intelligence, common intelligence. It's very, very important because these are things which are missing in the society today. Common sense is very uncommon, by the way. And you see that all the day, right? I think we as HR leaders, we have a moral responsibility and obligation of building a better society around us. I think it starts from home. And when this government of India is also progressing very, very rapidly, without technology changing rapidly, government is also very, very accelerated mode, they're changing. So they bundled all the 29, 30 laws into some 4 labor codes. The whole, we were scrambling for where do we look for some suggestions, advices, and interpretation of the law. It's very difficult. If you read the labor code, I'm sure it's like reading Osho. You have to read multiple times to understand what is there in that, right? So we thought we'll get some experts and talk to us. It is not going to be a one-way session. And I think we have a lot of people from Infosys. Please raise your hands who are from Infosys. Thanks to Savio and Team Infosys being here. I'm sure you will enjoy the day today, okay? And thanks for supporting NHRD in a big way. Like BNMIT is a big patron for NHRD. They have supported us immensely in all our initiatives. And so has Infosys. Savio is very particular that we want all of our team members to come and attend. We'd really appreciate, and also some faculty members, because it's not enough to teach theory to the students. They should know what are the labor practices, what are the labor codes. Most of the MBAs don't understand the BEAR Act even today. So it's important for all of us to understand all of those things, and hence we thought we must build a stronger and deeper connection between industry and academia, and NHRD would like to play that role of a bridge so that we support and we bring the right people together. Our fundamental philosophy is very simple: create communities for learning, collective learning and collective sharing. Learn, share, and become the best of who you are. So that is the motto of NHRD. And I urge all of you to please pay attention and see if you can become members of NHRD and support all of us. And I wish you all a very happy learning. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, live as if you're going to die tomorrow, learn as if you're going to live forever. So let's have a great learning program. And I thank BNMIT on behalf of NHRD for supporting us and hosting us today, and look forward to a wonderful, exciting learning program today. All the very best to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your insights on fostering a stronger collaboration between academia and industry, bridging the gap between classroom learning and organizational practice, and preparing future-ready HR professionals has given us much to reflect upon. Your emphasis on building meaningful partnerships that enhance continuous learning, innovation, and employability has been truly valuable. I'd now request Dr. Santosh KV, coordinator of the event and Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, BNMIT, to propose the vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Good morning, everyone. In fact, we have a practice of saying happy morning at BNMIT. So happy morning to everyone. Yeah. As we come to the end of the inaugural, I would like to, it's my privilege to present this vote of thanks. On behalf of the Department of Business Administration, BNMIT, I extend sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries who have graced this occasion with their presence and encouragement. Thank you all. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Nagan Gowda sir, Honorary Secretary, NHRD Bangalore Chapter, for being very instrumental right from conceptualization of this program until the execution. Thank you so much, sir, for your constant support. I would like to thank our resource person and panelists for today. Mr. Priyank sir is here, and Mr. Madhukar sir and Mr. Santosh Rao sir for gracing the occasion and sharing their expertise during the session. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere gratitude to Shri Narayan Rao Armane sir, Chairman, Governing Body, BNMIT Secretary, BNMEI and Trustee BNM Charities, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to quality education continues to inspire the growth and excellence of this institution. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor T.J. Ramurthy sir, Director, BNMIT, for his guidance and unwavering support. I would like to thank Dr. S.Y. Kulkarni sir, Additional Director and Principal, BNMIT, for his inspiring leadership, constant support, and unwavering commitment to academic excellence. I would like to thank Professor Ishwar N. Mane sir, Dean, BNMIT, and Trustee BNM Charities, for his insightful guidance and steadfast commitment to promoting academic excellence. In fact, he is the reason behind a lot of innovation at BNMIT. Thank you, sir. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Krishnamurthy GN sir, Deputy Director, BNMIT, for his invaluable contribution to academic and administrative functioning of the institution. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Professor Vaishnavi Mane ma'am, Head of Media, BNMIT, for constant encouragement and support. Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to thank Dr. Mukund Sharma sir, Head, Department of Business Administration, and Dr. Neeta ma'am and Indu Shekhar sir for constant encouragement and support. Thank you. I would like to thank all my colleagues, my teaching and non-teaching staff, who have constantly stood right from the beginning of this program and have supported for every aspect of execution. Their efforts have ensured a meaningful and well-organized beginning to this event. Thank you all. Last but not least, the guests of today's program, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the participants from both academic as well as industry. Thank you so much for coming here in spite of your busy schedule and in spite of being a weekend. Thank you all. Have a great learning session ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. With that, we now move on to our first session for the day. The introduction of the 4 labor codes marks one of the most significant reforms in India's labor legislation, aiming to simplify, consolidate, and modernize the country's labor laws. As these reforms continue to shape the future of employment relations, compliance, and workforce governance, it is essential for academicians, researchers, HR professionals, and students alike to understand their implications and practical applications. I'd now request Mr. Priyank HS to enlighten us on the Labor Codes 2.0 and introduce us to the new labor codes. Mr. Priyank HS is Head Employee Relations at Carl Zeiss India Bangalore Private Limited, where he drives strategic employee relations, labor law compliance, and engagement initiatives with over 18 years of total work experience. Prior to Carl Zeiss, he served as Senior Manager, Employee Relations at Bosch Limited, leading pan-India employee relations activities, including long-term settlements, workforce analytics, preparation of the playbook on the new labor codes, and grievance redressal. Early on, as Senior Manager, Legal and Industrial Relations at Federal Mogul Getz India Limited, he managed labor law compliance, employee litigation, union negotiations, domestic inquiries, and CSR initiatives successfully, resolving strikes and conducting multiple wage settlements. His experience also includes working as consultant HR legal at Toyota Kirloskar Auto Parts Private Limited and practicing as an advocate at BC Prabhakar Law Associates, specializing in employment disputes, domestic inquiries, and labor law advisory. Mr. Priyank holds an LLM MBA PGD in Industrial Relations and Personnel Management and a certification in labor laws from Exilari Jamshedpur, combining strong academic grounding with rich practical exposure to industrial relations and workforce governance. So we are delighted to have you with us, and we look forward to your valuable inputs and an engaging session. Thank you.
Hope everyone knows Upendra, film director in Canada. No? He used to ask his audience to be in the seat for the first scene. If they are not there in the first scene, the entire session, there will be a silent spectator. They will not understand anything. There is one saying, if the audience are sleeping, we have to wake up the speaker. Throughout the day, I will be having Vicks chocolate. Okay, I am having throat infection, so don't mind. Even if you mind also, I will not mind. Don't get overawed with my qualifications, everything. The only subject I failed in LLB was labor law. And the only subject I wrote for the second time was labor law. And today, people are calling me for the seminar to speak on labor law. So if at all any failed students are there, don't scold them, okay? They always knew my inspiration. Priyanks. Since they introduced me as an expert speaker in the brochure, also they mentioned something expert. This reminds me of Charlie Chaplin's quote, wherein he says, time is too short to become an expert in this life. We have to be amateurs. Amateur means they keep learning till the last breath. So I would like to call myself as the amateur. And of course, I can see some of the amateurs here, like Jiva is very expertised in compliance. We have Balakrishna, I don't know, he's very famous in Karnataka for his HR and IR Academy. He runs his training will be filled with all the HR professionals. He runs through online mode most of the time. And we have Rangaswamy, who retired from Haikal, and now he's a practicing advocate. I think at the age of 68 or something, he started his own practice and is having a couple of juniors. So that's a great thing. That's why we say we should, and also we have one budding advocate, labor law advocate. I intentionally called few people to be here so that if I get any tough questions, I can pass it on to them. Yeah. See, this reminds me of 20 years back when I completed my law in the year 2006. My professor asked me to give a farewell speech on behalf of my classmates, and that was the first time when I went on stage, and I felt stage fright, and I asked my professor, I told my professor, I will not go on stage, I am feeling the fright, I am frightened now, because it was a huge audience. He just said, don't worry, just think the audience as fools and go on stage. You will not feel the fear. But I was just observing for the last 30 minutes. I think the IQ and EQ level of you people are very high. It will be very difficult for me to apply that formula today. So what I will do is that Sachin Tendulkar was asked once, do you feel pressure whenever you go to bat? And he said, yeah, because he has so much of billions of people's hopes on his shoulders. And he said, yes, whenever I go to bat, I feel the pressure, and that brings the best out of me. So I will use that formula today, okay? I will be a little bit unorthodox, like A.B. de Villiers and Surya Kumar Yadav. Don't expect me to play a straight drive like Sachin Tendulkar. Last time CII invited me as a speaker, okay, for the labor code. I asked their feedback. How was it? And they said, mind-blowing. but 90% you spoke on life and cricket and only 10% on labor code. So I don't want to do the same mistake today. Okay. And one more complaint against me is that I speak too fast. So consciously I will speak little bit slow today. Okay. If I am too fast, slow me down. One more thing I wanted to point out. Recently, anti-paper leak bill, before I go to the labor code, anti-paper leak bill was passed with a stringent punishment, almost 2 crores, 10 crores, correct? 10 crores with an imprisonment of 2 years. This again reminds me of the year 1999 when I completed my SSLC. I was always a last bencher, you know, and we had an MLA son, also my benchmate, and he gave me the maths question paper. I was always a third class student till 9th standard, and in the 10th standard I scored 66%. Okay, understood na context? 66%, and this created an illusion that I am brilliant. And I took PCMB in second PUC, and my overall total was 296 out of 600. I just missed second class by 4 marks. You know Don Brodman's average 99.96. In the last innings he scored 0. If he had scored 4 runs, his average would have been 100. And if I had scored another 4 marks, I would have got second class. You must be wondering why I am saying this story of leakage of question papers. At about 12:15 or so, we are conducting one test. I am giving one test for all the people. It will be in Kahoot. Okay, and the winners, top 3 winners, will get prize of worth of 1 lakh each. Same thing, same amount. So something suspense here. Okay, so I want everyone to be present. You have given your time, okay, but are you present? Usually what happens in these kind of seminars, at around 10 o'clock people will start thinking about your 6th standard girlfriend or boyfriend. At around 1 o'clock you will be thinking about first PUC girlfriend or boyfriend. At around 3 o'clock you will be thinking about your degree girlfriend or boyfriend. And at about 5 o'clock you will realize that you are already married. You will think about your wife and husband and go home. You get scared and go home. And there is no takeaway throughout the session. Am I correct? So there is one verse in Bhagavad Gita which says, give your presence, not your time. Understood, na? See, if you ask any of the advocates what is Ramayana, they will not tell the whole story. They will tell it in one single word. What is that? What is Ramayana according to the advocates? It's a kidnapping case. Okay. And what is Mahabharata? Land dispute case. Right? So my session will be like that. You should be able to catch it. Okay? I always had a hate relationship with professors. I don't know, Nagana Goda said when he invited, I thought only students will be there. I wouldn't have accepted if he said professors will be the... I was never a good student. I had a hate relationship only, no love and hate relationship. Only hate. How many professors are here? Raise your hands.
They'll be worried whether they should show off.
So I will be targeting you people because they targeted me when I was student. Are you ready, na? Some technical issues. Okay, still there is some technical issues. So what I will do, I will keep you engaged. There is one more saying, change with the change or change will change you. In Kannada, ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೇ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. Change with the change, or you have to write down in the test. Some of these questions will also come. I don't know. Change with the change or change will change you. ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೇ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. There is one more saying, mind your mind, mind will mind you. Can someone translate it into Kannada? I asked ChatGPT to translate just now. It says, ನಿನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸು, ಮನಸ್ಸು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. But I don't know this is a exact translation. But mind your mind, mind will mind you. And there is one more saying, parachute will work only when it opens. Your mind will work only when it opens. If parachute will do not open, what will happen? They will crash. So I will open up your mind till the technical glitches get corrected. I will ask couple of questions. Let me see who can answer this. First one, let us assume there will be some misconduct. Let's take the example of this college only. There will be some misconduct, and they want to write an incident report, or if there is some misconduct, they have to draft a charge sheet. Okay, and in order to be, it should be a perfect charge sheet, and it should be a perfect complaint letter. You have to follow one particular formula. I will give a clue. Let me see who will break that. If you follow this formula, your charge sheet will not be vague. It will be a perfect charge sheet, or your complaint letter will be a perfect complaint letter. Okay, the clue is Charitra is here. She went out. Okay. Who is there? Okay. Ma'am, what is your name? I forgot. Vaishnavi. Okay. The clue is Vaishnavi has one husband and Naganna Gowda has 5 wives. Let me see who will break this. Who is that? Yeah. Okay. You had to follow that 1H and 5, 1 wife and 5 husband formula. If you forget this formula, just remember Naganna Gowda and Vaishnavi. You will remember this formula back. It's still not ready. One more question for all of you. Let us assume I join Infosys, for example. A lot of Infosys people are here. You are not happy with my performance. Okay, you are not happy with my performance. My question to all of you is, can that be treated as a misconduct? What is misconduct? If someone uses vulgar language, that is a misconduct. If it is unauthorized absence, that is misconduct. But my question to you, I am not performing. For example, I am not teaching well. You have taken me as a teacher. I am not teaching well. I am not up to that mark. Can that be treated as a misconduct is my question. How many of you say no? Raise your hands. Okay. There is one saying, good friends will always stab in the front. So all of you are wrong. Who will say yes? Let me see. You are saying? How many of you want to say yes? Raise your hands. Again, good friends will always stab in the front. You are wrong. Any other answer? Okay, now I will give you one example. Do you know Mohammad Azharuddin, Salim Malik, Nayan Mungia, Ajay Jadeja, Manoj Prabhakar? They are all cricketers, but eventually they became famous for what? Match fixing, right? So can we say intentional bad performance, like go slow in the shop floor, if it is a manufacturing unit, intentional bad performance, can we say misconduct, right? Now I'll give you one more example. India was set a target of 350 runs in the first World Cup way back in 1975. Sunil Gavaskar came to batting as an opener. In those days it was 60 overs match, and at the end of 60th over, Sunil Gavaskar remained not out by scoring 36 runs. It was a one day match, okay? 36 runs he scored. He remained not out. He faced 185 balls. He played it like a test match. He remained not out. But no investigation was conducted against him, stating that you played intentionally bad performance and all. It was not treated as a match fixing. Do you know why? See, in the year 1975, that's the way he knew how to play. He was a test matcher. That was the first one-day match ever played. He didn't know how to play, so there was no intention from his end. There was no intention to play badly. That's the way he knew how to perform. So in such cases, if they engage, Infosys engage me to some work, if I don't have the capability, it's my capability issue, right? So what is the correct answer in those two? It should be, it depends. If it is intention, it is misconduct. Okay, got it ready? Okay. I hope all of you got this material there. If someone has not received it, please take it, collect it. Okay, here you can. Okay. Do you know some of the sections are very famous? Do you know what is section 420? Cheating, right? Cheating, right? So in the same way, there are certain sections which are very famous among HR fraternity. Can you name a few? Like, for example, section 33 under the ID Act. Most of the HR know this section. Section 33 of the Industrial Dispute Act, mainly applicable for factories, and also now some of the even software engineer has also been held as a workman in one of the case, if I remember. But whether the question is all the software engineers are workmen, the answer is no, because they will have supervisors. It depends on the nature of duties. See, section 33 is very important for HR fraternity. And now it is section 90 under ID Act. Section 33 is section 90. Please note down. There is one saying, hiring is easy but firing is difficult. That is mainly because of section 33. Especially for blue collared employees. You know, you hire a blue collared employees as per section 33. If any case is pending before the court, you cannot dismiss or terminate them without seeking the approval or permission before the court. Okay, that's why we call blue collared employees as hiring is easy but firing is difficult. But for white collared employees like you people, hiring is difficult but firing is easy. You know why? There will always be one clause in your appointment order which says, without assigning any reason, we can terminate your service at any point of time. So the general protection is not there for white collared employees. And some of you must be wondering, what is this white collared and blue collared, where it is defined? And it has not been defined in any of the act or your HR books. These are the terminologies used by Britishers. Okay, they thought themselves as a white collared employees and others as a blue collared or black collared. We are just continuing the practice. It's ready? It's ready? Oh, okay, this is one of my favorite quote. It's very difficult to speak for 10 minutes. You need a lot of preparation, okay? If they give time for more than 1 hour or there is no need of preparation, we can come and deliver, but I have come prepared because these subjects are very vast. We can go on for 2 days, 3 days. Okay, with preparation I have come, and wherein I want to close it by around 12:15 with tea break, I think, in between for 20 minutes. There is one concept called as rule of three principle. Okay, I can tell you hundreds of amendments, but usually human mind is such that they will remember only three as per this rule of three principle. So before the tea break, what I will do, I will take you through the top 3 amendments which you people should know. Okay, after the tea break, I will be little bit fast, so that even at the end of the day, if you forget other things, if you remember these 3, that will add some value to whatever you have paid and come today, right? I hope all of you are having this in your hand. Oh, there is one more. I just want to take 2 minutes. There is one video. Please look into that. I have one question on that for all of you. Browse YouTube. Will not run through, is it?
Mindia, Mind of India.
All of you be attentive, be present, okay? 1 lakh it is at stake.
All I did was pay rupees 500, and now I'm in jail. I did nothing illegal. There was no FIR, no arrest, no court trials. I'm here voluntarily. Confused? Let me explain. So I'm inside the Sangareddy jail, the Sangareddy Heritage Jail Museum and Hotel, and I'm here to experience the life of a prisoner for 1 day.
The jail was constructed during the Nizam's rule in the year 1796 and remained operational until 2012. In 2016, it was transformed into a museum and hotel for anyone willing to place themselves in the shoes of a prisoner for 24 hours for a net sum of 500 rupees.
No phones, no WhatsApp forwards, no spams, no irritating customer care calls, no yelling boss or girlfriend tantrums. I can just totally relax and take it easy. I am loving it.
The jail authorities require the tourists to surrender their personal belongings just like any prisoner would. These belongings are then kept in a safe locker.
Wow, time sure flies. My first prison meal, my lunch. Strictly as per the prison's manual. I hope it's not too bad.
Locker.
me to the slide. Get me back to the slide. Yeah. Management. So just wanted to show the importance of compliance under the labor laws. And I just saw this post. There was a factory. There is a factory in Telangana wherein 35 people were killed. Some blast inside a pharma industry. And Telangana CM says he slammed Sigachi Industries over absence of top brass after factory blast that killed 35. He thinks management is full. They are absconding for trying to get a anticipatory bail. You know, but CM is expecting them to be present, factory manager and occupier. They will be held responsible. Okay, occupier and factory manager for any non-compliance or these are all taken very seriously. Okay, yeah, go to that labor code. I think they want to give a break after around 11:15 or something. So what I will do, I will use the rule of three principle, the top 3 amendments which you people should know. Okay, just take one strike and lockout folder is theirs. Okay, I will just ask you to underline few things. You should not say, just because you say why I should underline. Such questions you should not ask. If Sachin Tendulkar had asked this question to his coach Ramakant Achrekar, why I should play the shot like you are asking me to play, he wouldn't have got Bharata Ratna at the age of 40, at the end of his career. He followed what his teacher said. So just for underlying, don't ask me Bharata Ratna after the session, okay? ಇದು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಕೌಟ್ It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just underline the word, first one, section 22. Okay, no person employed in public utility. Only that much you underline. Do not underline everything. There is one concept called as less is bad, more is worse. In hiring especially. Less is bad, more is worse. You should not hire more people. Yeah. Just underline the another word, conciliation officer there. Have you done that, everyone? So, for public utility service, they are using the word conciliation officer. That means, if your industry is declared as public utility service, this is pre-labor code, Industrial Dispute Act. You should know what was there in ID Act to understand the significance of the amendment which has been brought in labor code. That's why I am taking you through this exercise so that you will not forget it. If the matter is pending before the conciliation officer, if your industry was declared as a public utility service, for example HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it was declared as a public utility service. Hospitals or some transportation industries, these are all public utility. It should not cause problem to the public at large. This is the simple meaning of what is public utility service. Okay. And Bosch, Toyota or Infosys is not a public utility service. It comes under section 23, general prohibition. Just underline that word, any industrial establishment, and underline that word, conciliation proceeding before a board. See, for other industry which is not public utility service, they are saying if the matter is pending before the conciliation board. If the matter is pending before conciliation board, only then it will become illegal. See, for your information, nowhere in India there is a conciliation board. The government had not formed any conciliation board as such. What is conciliation board? You go to the next page, you just understand that. What is that? Conciliation officer means single bench. It's like one person will be sitting. Okay, board means it should consist of 3 or more people. For simple understanding, you just underline this word, chairman and 2 or 4 other members. But no government had formed a conciliation board till now, when the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 was there. So even if the matter is pending before the conciliation officer to conciliate between the parties, union used to go on strike to put pressure on the management. That's why, for example, what we did, for example, in Toyota Industries was established in Biddi township in the year 1999 or something. Government of Karnataka said any industries coming in that particular industrial area for the first 5 years will be declared as public utility service. So this was the gift given by the Karnataka government, asking the industries to come and establish. But after 5 years, it was taken out. They were not declared as public utility service. I still remember when I was with the Toyota, they gave a strike notice in 2014. And then management said we should get the public utility service declaration from the government. If you just go to the next page, what is public utility service, you should understand. See this highlighted part, okay? They are automatically, public utility service as per the erstwhile Industrial Dispute Act. But if you wanted Volvo or Bosch or Toyota or Carl Zeiss to be declared as public utility service, you were supposed to apply for it. First schedule they have mentioned what kind of industries can apply for public utility service. So they were supposed to apply for it, and if the appropriate government is satisfied, if satisfied that public emergency or public interest so requires, they could have declared them as public utility service. That was the law before. We approached appropriate government, that is Labour Secretary, and they did not declare Toyota as a public utility service. They said, "Arey Baba, you are not the only company which is manufacturing cars or products. How can we declare you as public utility service?" It was so difficult to get that public utility service status under this section, this particular point. Even when I was at Federal Mogul, they used to manufacture this piston and rings, which was supplied to defense sector. And it was prone for many strikes, Federal Mogul. They issued strike notice, and we went to Labour Secretary to seek for public utility service status, because we said we are supplying our products to defense sector, it should be declared as public utility service. Again they said you are not the only company which is manufacturing piston and rings. How can we call you as a public utility service? It was rejected. Okay. I hope you got understood the concept of public utility service, which was there in Industrial Dispute Act. Now under the code what they have done now, you go to the next page which is there. This is the IR code. Okay. They are saying, you underline this word, no person employed in an industrial establishment shall go on strike. No person. Now they are using, there is only one section, that public utility service concept is removed under the IR code. Now they are using, you just underline this word also. Yeah, underlined, right? Now even if your industry, Infosys, Volvo, Toyota, Bosch, if the matter is pending before the conciliation officer also, it will become illegal. Okay. This is the reason why the union leaders, Gangana, all others are crying now like this in the YouTube and all. They are coming and saying that we are our, they have shortened our rights. They have removed our feathers. We are unable to fly. We are not able to go on strike. Government is against the workmen. This is the main reason. See, this was there for only for public utility service before. Now what they have done? They have not declared all the industries as public utility service. They have removed the public utility service concept itself, but the rules which was applicable to public utility service is made applicable to all industry. That's why I call this as mother of all amendments. Okay. If there is one amendment, if they ask you which is the mother of all amendments, you have to say this strike issue. They require a lot of guts to do this. Because there is always a danger of losing the vote from the common workman. That is the risk the government has taken. I think we should appreciate them for this. This is the mother of all amendments. You should remember this. If you go to some interview tomorrow, if you explain this, they will hire you. Okay, this is the rule number 1, first major amendment. I hope all of you got the point. Now, next one. Next one, I would like to take core and non-core activities, contract labor. It is there in page 13, okay, page 13 of the notes. If someone has not having the notes, please hand over so that they will also follow. Otherwise, they will be silent spectators. Sikil, Sikil. See, what is core activity? They have defined here. You just underline this. Means any activity for which the establishment is set up and includes any activity which is essential or necessary. They are saying you are not supposed to engage contract labor in core activities. To what your manufacturing is set up, if you are engaging them in manufacturing, for example, it becomes illegal. You are not supposed to engage them in core activities, right? And they have defined, from I to 11 what are non-core activities wherein you can engage the contract laborers. Jiva, you can correct me, you are expert in this. Which are the areas you can engage the contract labor? You just open the flower bracket here. You know how to put the flower bracket, right? Like this. But I have one question. Let us take construction industry. Construction itself is the core activity. Why can't they engage, can they engage contract laborers there? So this is what they are saying. Huh? What? Every day. but they are saying you can't engage them in core activities. For in construction activity itself is a core, right? But why we can engage? For that you have to read further section 57 of the code gives some exceptions, okay? Principal employer may engage contract labor through a contractor to any core activity if the normal, you please underline this, normal functioning of the establishment is such that the activity is ordinarily done through contractor. You can always use this. If some inspector comes, no, you should open this and show on his face. Yeah, and this is also, please underline this one also. Any sudden increase of volume of work in the core activity which needs to be accomplished in a specified time. What does it mean? What does it mean? We will take Cadbury's for example. Their production will increase during Christmas, right? Production will increase during Christmas, and also Volvo, maybe car manufacturing might increase during certain period of time in a year, during Diwali or Deepavali. Even for that they have given some exceptions, but it should not be perpetual, this particular thing. This can be perpetual if the normal functioning of the establishment is itself is core activity like construction. You please engage. These are the exceptions which they have given. And if you have any doubt with respect to whether it is a core or non-core, the Act says you can make an application before the appropriate authority. I think the appropriate authority is Labor Commissioner, Assistant Labor Commissioner or Labor Commissioner. They have to file an application before them and seek for clarification. Actually it is better not to do, you people only can analyze it better than them. Even my father was Assistant Labor Commissioner, that's why I am telling you. I have one question for all of you. Let us assume you let us assume instead of engaging contract labor in this activity, you engage them in actual core activity only. Let us assume Volvo engages them in manufacturing setup only. My question to all of you is, what is the consequences? Can the workers seek for regularization? No, they are violating, no. They are violating. You are going against the law. Now the workers goes to labor court or labor department and say, sir, there is no such thing. Illegally they have engaged us in core activity. It's a permanent nature of job. Give me permanency. What will the authority do? Do you think they are eligible for regularization? Because they are engaging in permanent roles, permanent activities. No? Like this only I used to write my exams, maybe. See, there is one famous judgment, sales judgments, which says just because you engage contract laborers in a prohibited area, before IR code only in prohibited area, government should have passed a order in the official gazette saying that you are not supposed to engage contract labor in the prohibited, in those particular area. Now they have made it very clear which are prohibited, which are not prohibited. Sales judgment says if at all you had engaged them in the prohibited area, workers cannot seek for regularization. At the most what they can do is punish the employer with fine or imprisonment. But there is one concept in contract labor wherein they can seek for permanency if it is proved that dash contract. Who will fill that? Let me see. Sham contract. Now my question to all of you is, can you explain me sham contract in easy manner? You are a professor. Huh? Mm-hmm. I want someone to explain in simple manner. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Good friends will always stab in the front. You are wrong. Yes, any other? Good friends will always stab in the front. You are also wrong. Any other answer? Even the veteran is also wrong. Any other answer? As long as I am here, I am the boss. I think you people have not understood my question, first of all. What was my question? Who is a sham contract? What was my question? Let me see how many were actually present. I said, explain me sham contract in simple manner. You people were making it very complicated. That's why I said it's wrong. If someone asks you, what is sham contract? You should explain in this way. Okay, just open that. Jiva knows. I told him to keep quiet. You know? You've forgotten. Professor Padis XLRI, he used this slide to explain sham contract. Jiva was my classmate in XLRI. Now you connect with what sir said, professor said, you'll understand. Now you connect with what Umesh said, advocate. You should not forget till the rest of your life what is sham contract. You should not supervise them. If you are directly supervising them, it is sham contract. If you issue appointment letter to them, to the contract labor, it will be sham contract. If you are conducting inquiry for the misconduct committed by the contract labor instead of the contractor, it is a sham contract. That's why it says they are like neighbor's wife. They're not our employees. If we touch or speak with them, they'll become our own wife. That means if we do all this stuff, if we supervise them directly, if we issue appointment letter, if we conduct domestic inquiry against them, they will be held as our employee. That is the understanding. Okay. So this is the rule 2. Yeah. That I made it further simple. You are telling your that is simple. Huh? Okay. Now the last one before the tea break, and I think they have some photo shoot or something. The third one, very important. At the end of the day, if you remember these 3 amendments, it is more than sufficient according to me. Rest are all small things. If you go for interview with the knowledge of these 3 amendments, they will hire you without doubt. Understood, no? All of you have become silent, I don't know. Sleeping, huh? I have to wake myself then. There is one separate sheet on wage, this thing. I just want all of you to take that one instead of this particular this thing. Just There are only 2 sheets, okay? There are just 2 sheets. You just open that. Open that. Are you ready? Okay. Now just underline this word, all remuneration. Okay. Now open on flower bracket 1. You name it as flower bracket 1 to only to these 3: basic pay, DNS allowance and retaining allowance. Flower bracket 1. You make it as flower bracket 1. Just Jiva, do it. Flower bracket. Or else I will attack. Now open flower bracket 2 from A to I. A to I only. Done. Go down, go down. There are other 2, no need to. Now make this as flower bracket number 3 and underline this word exceeds 1 off. Make this as flower bracket number 3 and underline this word exceeds 1 off. Done. Now make this as flower bracket number 4. Flower bracket number 4. Now the last one, you make this as flower bracket number 5. Done, right? So just understand that all remunerations are wages. First concept you take into your head. Now the act says the 3 particular things are included in the wages. What are those? See, basic and DA most of you will have, okay? And retaining allowance, this is only for seasonal employment they will be having, like sugar industry. They might have retaining allowance, but you people might not have, okay? So basic and DA is considered as wages, okay? This is first part. And what the law says here, if A to I, flower bracket number 2 exceeds more than 50%, it has to be added to flower bracket number 1, okay? That is law. Just open that example, go down. Here just what is the total of flower bracket number 1 here? What is the total? 12,000. What is the total of these 3 allowances? 7. So 12,000 is more than 7, more than 50%. See, this is okay. This is okay. No, whereas here basic and DA is 12,000, whereas other allowance is how much? 13,000. That's why they have made a conditional inclusion. If flower bracket number 2 is more than flower bracket number 1, that is basic and DA, the law says it has to be added back to flower bracket number 1. It should be considered as wages. Now Melog. See, now it is very important that you people are very strong with respect to A to I. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, you people should not see this paper. Without seeing this paper, you should say what is A to I. This is very important. All of you be with me. Okay. Tomorrow, even in your sleep, if I ask you what is 2YD, you should say conveyance allowance. Okay. For that to happen, I will tell you one small story. You be with me and follow me. Or do you want to break? We'll just finish this off. We'll finish the rule 3. Okay, most important amendment. Just be with me. I will take you one story now, so that you will not forget tomorrow. What is A to I? A for apple. Okay. Just I will make one story. Just consider your boss, instead of giving money, he will give one apple as bonus. Okay. 2YA is apple as bonus. even in your sleep tomorrow, you should not forget this story. Just make that story now. A for apple. Instead of money, your boss cheats you by giving one apple at the year end. Okay. 2IA is bonus. 2IB, just assume. B for ball. Just assume hitting a sixer to your neighbor's house. B for ball, hitting a sixer to the neighbor's house. Once you think of this story, what should come to your mind? House accommodation. You just remember this one word. 2IB, ball, you hit a sixer. You would have got scoldings, right, in your childhood by hitting a sixer to your neighbor's house. They would have scolded you. 2IB, B for ball is house accommodation. C, just imagine, C for cat. Just imagine yourself, you are retired now after working at the age of 60th year. You are sitting at your home and enjoying with the cat. Once you think of retirement, what should come to your mind? Pension or provident fund. 2IC is pension or provident fund. You should not forget this rest of your life. If you go to some interview, you tell na A, B, C, D, they will get mesmerized. Okay. D for dog. Just assume going back home and taking your dog for a long walk in the evening, and by way of good gesture, you give dog one particular allowance. What is that? We made a story. There will be 3 or 4 questions which will ask, what is 2IA, 2IB, 2IC, and 1 lakh is at stake. That's why I'm putting this through. Please be with the story. Don't open during the test. Do not open, because in the test, the one with the right answer will not win. The one with the right answer with the speed will win. Okay, there is no use of coming forth. That's why you please be with the story. Otherwise, you will not. Even if you copy, also you will fail. D for dog. You will go for a long walk. As a goodwill gesture, you give conveyance allowance to that dog. E for elephant. Let us take elephant. There is one concept called as eat that elephant. Do the most important work. Right? Do the most difficult work. Just connect it with special. Something I will do special. E for elephant. I will complete the special work first. Just connect it. Eat. E for elephant. Eat that elephant concept. Most of you know. There is one more concept called as eat that frog also. But eat that elephant is also very famous. Eat that elephant. Special defray allowance. If I ask you in your sleep 2YE, you should say special defray allowance. Now F for F. Let us take father. F for father. Usually, in order to avoid some tax, you people used to give some receipt, no, from your father. Just connect it with that. F for father. House rent allowance. 2YF is house rent allowance. You should not forget this rest of your life. This particular definition will remain for the next 100 years, I am telling you, because previous definitions, they remain for 100 years. G for, we will go for God, okay. God will give you some reward. Just imagine this story. God will come in front of you and give you some reward. Once you think of reward for God and reward, you should connect it with award. Connect it with award or settlement. Okay? Understood, na? All of you are there in the story? And the last one, I think still one more is there. H for, we will take horse, okay? H for horse. Just imagine one story. You go to BTC, Bangalore Turf Club. In spite of closing the race, horse will not stop. It will keep on running. And as a goodwill gesture, what you will pay to that horse for doing more than what it was supposed to do? H for horse, overtime. You should not forget this story. You are there? Last one, I. I for? I. We'll take India. Okay, once you think of India, just think of Indian movie Kamal Haasan. Indian movie Kamal Haasan. What is the story of that movie? Corruption. Once you connect that, I for India, corruption, commission payable to the employee. Okay, now close everything. Do not watch that. You just see me. Just see me. What is 2IC? Anyone? Retirement. C for cat. You are playing with the. After the retirement, C for cat. Okay. What is F? Very easy. What is I? Very easy. Like that you should answer in the test so that you can come fast. What is B? Oh, I think it's open here. I'm not. Huh? Okay, you people were writing exam like I used to do in my. In the test, I always used to sit next to first rank or second rank student because we were sitting together now. But in the final exam, we were sitting very far. My parents were surprised why I am getting good marks in test, whereas in the final exam I am getting very low marks. This is the reason. What you people did now. Okay, now tell me, what is 2IC? 2Y E. I. B. Okay, that is the point. Now, go open. Now you understood flower bracket number 2. Now this one anyway more than 50% it should be added back. Flower bracket 3 is done and dusted. Flower bracket number 4. Now if you read this, you should not see what is D, F, G, H. You will understand very easily tomorrow. Since you made a story, the law says, provided that for the purpose of equal wages to all genders, there is a Equal Remuneration Act which has been merged in the code. It says equal remuneration should be given. For the purpose of calculation of that, they will consider emoluments at D, F, G, H. D for dog, what is that? Conveyance allowance. F for father, very easy now. G. Award or settlement. H. So you should not see this. If you remember this D, F, G, H, you should tell the management these things needs to be considered for equal remuneration calculation. Now the last one, it says where an employee is given in lieu of the whole or part of the wages payable to him any remuneration in kind, the value of such remuneration in kind which does not exceed 15% of the total wages payable to him shall be deemed to form part of the wages of such employee. For this you go to the next page, Paul. Next page, there is one calculation. If you see that, you'll understand. See here, flower bracket number 5, what it says is that if the basic wage is 18,000 and DNS allowance is 20,000, this is the wage. Okay, this is the wage. Now if you are paying 20% of wages as a food coupon, so 20% of 20,000 is 4,000. So you are giving it 4,000 in kind. How much we should add to consider this as wage is the question. That is what they have explained in flower bracket number 5. Only 15% you should consider. So 15% of 20,000 is 3,000. Okay. So this 3,000 needs to be added to wages. This will be considered as wages in kind, which has to be added back. Okay, those who are not understood, you just go through this. It's very simple. See what they have done, 20,000 plus they have taken 15% of the kind wages which food coupons you have given amount into wages. So 23,000 will be considered as wages, and this will be the criteria for you to calculate gratuity, right? Now we have to consider the wages for calculation of gratuity, bonus, for everything, right? Leave encashment, everything, overtime. So you have to consider the wages for that. Earlier there was a lot of confusion. One act said, I think ESI said gross wages, bonus act said basic, and overtime, some companies they interpreted and gave only on basic wages, some companies gave on gross wages. So in order to avoid these kind of confusions, the government has simplified it, right? So this is the rule 3 principle. Top 3 amendments are covered. Once we come back after the tea break, ma'am, once we come back with the tea break, I'll be a little bit fast, and then straight away we'll go to test. Okay, if I have time, I will just go through some 10 top judgments that HR should know, but time should permit me. Okay, yeah.
The storytelling technique was definitely something which I'll not forget. Now we are breaking for a group photograph followed by some tea. So the group photograph is going to happen in S block, and our faculty members are there. They will guide you to the S block, followed by tea, and I think we can all assemble here by 11:45 so that we can continue with your session. Thank you.